Alright, so if I remember this correctly, it's witty banter, intro, content. Got it. Alright, let's see how well this works. It's kind of my first time trying out my new camera setup on this bike in particular. Probably gonna have to boost the audio gain through the freaking roof, but we'll see. So, alright, so what to talk about? I guess the biggest thing is just kind of catching up. I've done a lot of ride videos, but only my first two, oddly enough, actually had any kind of talking in them. I kind of had it pointed out to me that, seems to be that the talking videos are actually the ones that get any kind of hits at all, which I try not to be a hit whore, but, feels good to know people are watching. So, anyways, thought I'd just kind of write a little catch-up video here. Well, when I first started this channel, actually, I was on a 2009 Kawasaki Ninja 650, and I loved that bike. I really did. I wound up selling it to get this bike, and one of the primary reasons was one of my buddies. He's actually the guy I go riding with all the time. He got me hooked on ADV Rider, and if you have your street bike and you love it, and you haven't considered dual sporting yet, don't go to that website. Just don't. You'll get wanderlust like you would not believe, and you'll wind up selling your street bike to buy a dual sport. So what I bought was a 2001 Suzuki DR650 SE. Gosh, I guess it had 6,000 miles on the clock when I bought it, and it ticked over 11K last week. And this was back in February that I bought it. Now, I mean, I use my bike as my regular commuter, but, it's a really great bike. I've been nothing but impressed with it. Reliability-wise, I've had issues with it, but, nothing more than you'd expect from any 2001. Had some electrical parts that had to be replaced, dashboard light had to be replaced, that kind of thing. Nothing major by any stretch of the imagination. And yeah, I miss the power of my Ninja, I really do. There are times that I'm going down the highway and think, wow, I really wish I could just roll on and pass this son of a bitch, but you gotta play it a little bit more carefully with this. Let's see here. I guess I need to talk about what's been done to it, because a lot of people, there's a few fairly legitimate complaints leveled against the DR650, especially in stock trim. First one is the seat. I had always heard that the seat was just a torture device, too narrow, not supportive, that kind of thing. And my bike came with the stock seat, but it came with it as a spare part. The previous owner bolted on a Corbin, and Corbin does not make a soft seat, but it's like one of those. Have you ever seen a kitchen chair that's really dished out? It's like that. It's a it's very, very firm, but very supportive, and it's very wide. It's actually pretty comfortable. I had the seat off the other day to play with the carburetor, actually, and I decided, what the hell, I'll just, throw on the stock seat real quick. Sitting on the seat in the garage, I decided I couldn't handle it, so if that gives you the idea. Let's see, also, the range was kind of an issue. Stock form, it's like a 2.5 gallon tank. This thing gets around 40 to 45 miles. Basically, it's a short range bike. So, when I bought the bike, the previous owner fitted a 4.9 gallon IMS tank. So, after all the swelling and stuff, I've got roughly 5 gallons, which doubled my range. I fill up every 170 miles, and I have not once yet hit my reserve. So, pretty darn good, if I do say so myself. See, fuel economy on this, I'm averaging, 45 miles per gallon, I'd say, is what I'm averaging. Right around there, 43 to 47, just depending on what I've been doing that week. So, again, roughly about the same as the Ninja. I guess 650cc engines are created roughly alike. Let's see, is this guy gonna turn, or probably not? Alright. So, let me rev this out. Alright, let's see what next on the topic list. Let's see, hand guards. I'm a noob to adventure riding, dual sport riding, off-road, anything like that. So when I saw that he had done all the protective mods to it, I was pretty impressed. He put a skid plate on there that's pretty heavy duty. So it's got the skid plate, the bark busters. I think they're actually a Cherby. Yeah, I know, Service, but it's apparently pronounced a Cherby. The hand guards. He's got the metal side cases that ProCycle sells. So the few times, repeated times that I've dropped it off-road, it's actually held up to it. It hasn't broken, hasn't given me any crap at all. I was very pleased. Let's see, he put new handlebars on because apparently the stock ones are absolute crap. So he put Pro Taper 7/8 bars on there. I went ahead and just took off the foam so I could put my RAM mount for my cell phone on here, which was a good decision. Totally happy about that. When I bought it, the headlight was out, or not the headlight, but the speedometer light that was out. So replaced that. I'll tell you what. After working on the Ninja, this bike. Whoa! Holy shit! Wonder where this goes. This bike is one of the easiest things to work on I've ever seen in my life. Let's see where the fuck this goes. One of the easiest things to work on I've ever seen. I don't know if I should be going around here. To get the headlight off, it's like 3 bolts, and that's to get the entire assembly away from the rest of the bike. And you know what? On the Ninja, I spent a lot of time trying to replace the headlight bulb on that thing. I wound up having to get my girlfriend to help because she has smaller hands that can actually, reach in there. Let's see. Wow, it's kind of sandy. I like it. So, let's see. Ease of maintenance, definitely awesome. When I bought it, the previous owner, he was only using it as an off-road machine. I use my bike as a commuter, so I shredded those Dunlop 606s that he put on just record time. You would not believe. So, I loved those tires for off-road, but I needed something that was less expensive to just destroy on a daily basis. So, I bought a set of Shinko 705s, which, they got pretty decent reviews as being okay. They're not great off-road. I think they advertise themselves as like 75/25, and most people say that they're being very generous with how they rate themselves. I would say they're not that bad. For the kind of off-roading that I do, which, just to put that in perspective, this is probably some of the heavier off-road I've done lately. They're totally fine. I think here. They're pretty well grooved. I'll see if I can throw up a picture somewhere around here of exactly what the groove pattern looks like. It looks pretty gnarly. I mean, of course, it's nothing compared to a knobby or even like a Dunlop or anything like that. But, it works, and that's what I wanted. Also, at $50 a tire, hard to argue. I think I'm right back where I started. Cool. Let me see. Gosh, that's about all the mods that I've done. I replaced a pulse coil, whatever it happens. That I've just done oil changes and air filter work, and dude, the thing just... Yeah, I can't wheelie, I'm sorry. I'm not downshift, I'm not accidental broadcast. I can't fucking... it kind of goes a little bit quicker when I do that. Yeah, so... Yeah, let me take back what I said before. If you haven't ever looked into dual sporting, and you don't live in the middle of a congested city, try it. Find a buddy, check out the ADV Rider forums, find somebody who will let you just sit on their bike, especially if you're coming from sport bikes. It's light years ahead in terms of comfort. And just the idea to know, I hated having to turn around when I hit the end of the pavement. I hated knowing that dirt roads were like walls. Every time I saw an area that wasn't on pavement, for all intents and purposes, it might as well just been a 10-foot high brick wall, and that sucked. Whereas this thing, I hit the end of the pavement, and I just keep going. It encourages you to just seek out, where can I go? Where haven't I gone yet? And I don't know, it's a lot of that kind of adventurous spirit of, I wonder what's over that hill, what the hell, let's go find out. The ADV Rider forums are a really great place to start. Like the ride reports on there and stuff are great, the around the world trips are great. And, yeah, I just really encourage it. So, anyways, hope you enjoyed this little monologue here. Hopefully my camera doesn't suck too bad in the dark, but I guess we'll find out when we put this up.